What we're about to do here right now is considered a parkade sewer system cleanup, just a basic maintenance, which is going to involve vacuuming out the trench drain, augering the floor drains, and servicing the lift station. What I'm about to show you here now is the lift station that has a pump in it, and it's basically what pumps the water out from this underground parkade. So the floor drains and the trench drain all connect to here, and there is a pump on the second chamber, which is right here. See, there's a pump right down there. All the mud, silt, and road debris that washes down the drains will end up in here, and over time will damage the pump because it's an abrasive material which basically destroys the pump. The pickup truck that you see on the left is the extra hose truck. It carries about 300 feet of extra vacuum hoses, and that's important because it's way too often that a vac truck operator comes out to do a parkade sump and he doesn't have enough hoses. So it might look like we might be making it look easy, but the thing is that we come prepared. And we're starting with the trench drain because it's on the way in. So it's pretty easy to just get at it. And you see that pipeline right over there, that's the outlet. That outlet will connect to the sump. All this road debris that washes down the ramp, this here, will get into the trench drain, and from there it'll wash into the sump. And if you don't keep up with the regular maintenance, it will eventually destroy the pump. You notice the water running? You'd be surprised to know how many companies that do this type of work don't run water while augering a drain. They just do a dry. Our company policy is to run water every time because that flow is what's going to take away the debris that the auger head is knocking loose inside of the pipe. And it's going from here all the way to the lift station. Go forward! There it is. That's the end of the cable. Now we're going to suck out the first chamber of the double compartment sump. The first chamber is the one that catches most of the debris. all the sludge is. So we're using some water just through a garden hose to loosen up the sludge for the vacuum truck to be able to extract it. And then we'll move on to the second chamber, which is the one with the pump. And this customer has been keeping up with the regular maintenance, so the sludge is actually not too bad. I don't think any of it has made it into the second chamber, but we're going to check it anyways and make sure that the lift station is functioning correctly, because it's the only thing keeping this parkade dry. Let me explain. The pump down in the second chamber pushes the water up through that pipe right over there, and that pipe comes up here and it Y connects with a Y connection into the sewer main, which is about 4 feet off the ground right there. Without the pump, this parkade would turn into a swimming pool.
There's a big chunk of paper or a bucket right there. See it?
That's looking nice and clean now. That chunk of debris right there, the vacuum hose sucked that up. And pretty much all it takes for the pump to suck in and put it out of commission. This is why it's so important to keep up with the regular maintenance. I'm doing the second chamber now. Okay, those are the floats that Dan just pulled up. One of them is a high level float alarm. The other one is for turning the pump on. And the third one, at this point I'm not sure, but we will confirm that. At this point, we're pulling the pump up to the surface to inspect the bottom propeller and make sure that there's nothing wedged in there. And that is part of quality of service, because most companies would just suck out the sump and they would just pack up and leave. But if there's something in the bottom of the pump, then it could malfunction and cause problems. On this particular pump, it's a different design, and these little tiny holes is where the water is supposed to go through them. And as you can see, some of them are clogged up. We're going to take the time to clear those out. It's just part of doing it right.
Okay, so they're all kind of set, right?
We're testing to figure out which float is for what function. And shockingly, they were just laying in the bottom of the pit like spaghetti. Those floats are supposed to be fastened and in an area where they can go up and down with the water level without getting snagged on anything, because it's what operates the pump. Turn it on, turn it off, and if anything fails, there's an alarm float which will turn on the alarm on the control panel over here and let the operator of the building know that there's an issue. So the alarm is here. Okay, now it works. And what we found is that obviously the last people that worked on this didn't take the time to fasten the floats off. Okay, we've got the floats secured and we're just testing it now to see if they are functioning correctly.